Quite the sad ending of this chapter. I feel very bad for Don's slime. That final part of the chapter when he says, "I made you your body, Ichi. Where's your soul? I want to eat a meal with you again." A very sad way to end the chapter. I'm really liking Don's slime. I really am. I cannot believe I actually like his character to this extent with just a couple of chapters. And so I gotta give compliments to the mangaka for that. But for now, though, this right here, this chapter, interesting and fascinating stuff about it that we have learned when it comes to what our chefs have to deal with when it comes to getting the golden cookware. So, it's gonna take 10 years. Oh my god, okay. Now I'm starting to understand why so many decades passed and why it took so long to be able to come out of Blue Shell and then Komatsu and now it's like, we're coming to Toriko and all that. Well, now we kind of understand because it's taken just 10 years just to get the golden cookware. Like, they're in a slow-mo state right now. For instance, they're in a state to where time is passing slower than it even is in Blue Grill. And with time passing slow and it's taking like 10 years... that's crazy. So they're gonna have to be pulling at these different things for like 10 years. That's just gonna be stressful. Like, imagine pulling at something and trying to get these different, utensils for 10 years. That's crazy. I mean, majority of people would probably lose their damn minds for doing something like that. So, I gotta give compliments to everybody that's going through the effort of trying to get these different utensils of the golden cookware to be able to use because you need a lot of resolve and a lot of dedication to be able to accomplish something like that. So, the fascinating stuff about this chapter is we come to find out really how slow Blue Grill is compared to the real world. So, apparently, 1 second in the real world is a total of 60 seconds, or 1 minute in Blue Grill. So, this right here is pretty damn crazy, because that goes to show you how slow time is moving in the real world, the surface world as it was called in this chapter, compared to what Blue Grill is doing, or the different parts of the back channel. Now we get some clarification about a couple of things. What gets clarified is that being in, like, let's say the back channel, or, what our chefs are having to do to get, the golden cookware, even though it's taken 10 years, they won't really age that much because they came from the surface world. So finding this out, we come to know that just because, let's say you're in there for, 10 years doesn't mean you're going to age that much. The only way you're really going to age is probably because of stress. For instance, you being so fatigued about what you're having to do that you're going to get stressed out, and then it'll make it look like you're aging. Because stress can make you age. It's a proven fact that stress does make someone age. And so seeing that, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you felt like you're 10 years pulling on something, you most likely would become very stressed, which would probably rapidly speed up maybe the way you look, or your age, the way it looks. So yeah, I mean, this chapter, very good on clarifying a lot of stuff about how time passes, and also what our chefs are going to have to deal with to, I guess, accomplish cooking God. Now, we get to find out that Choco, right now, he's kind of up missing at this moment, but Choco's mother makes an appearance, and Choco's mother talks to Komatsu about what's going on, of how her body was sacrificed as fertilizer in the past, but since she was so good at cooking, they brought her spirit back, gave her a new body, and then now her new body is being able to, I guess she's being able to cook for, the ingredients for God and stuff. And with this, though, she doesn't really have that good of eyesight. Like, she says, like, I'm not really adjusted to my eyes right now, but, like, in the past, I didn't really have good eyesight to begin with. And as we found out with, abnormal bodies that have, like, something wrong with them, they get thrown in as fertilizer. So, seeing how her body's not working as much as it should, it would probably be very soon until when her body might have been slung maybe back into as fertilizer, because her eyes are not working as they should. But she does say she has a great sense of smell, because the way she smells Komatsu in this chapter, she's like, oh, you smell like my hometown, I can smell like Choco, and different things like that. So it goes to show you how her smell is crazy good, but she doesn't have that good of eyesight yet. So, I mean, the chapter, very simple, like, a very simplistic chapter, but it was a really fascinating chapter, just finding out more stuff about, you know, the back channel with time flow, and then how fast, you know, time is flowing in the surface world compared to Blue Grill. Now, one thing I want to get back into, though, is Ichiru's body. So, the body has been remade by Dawn Slime. Dawn Slime has remade his body back into his prime state, which is really cool. We've already discussed this, I've already discussed this, that, you know, Prime Ichiru, that's just fucking crazy. I mean, he's going to be on an entirely new level if he gets Dawn Slime back. Now, my only assumption I have right now, or my theory about why Ichiru's soul is lost, I think it's because he just doesn't want to be brought back. Like, he does not want to be brought back some way. Now, it's kind of weird how they can't locate his soul, but I just feel like, you know, Ichiru doesn't want to come back. I feel like he wants to leave it up to his sons to be able to handle it, and that's what I think he wants to do. So, that might be where this is going, but I will say this, however, that final panel of this chapter when you just see Dawn Slime sad, fuck, man, that just like, yeah. Okay, so tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, how do you all feel about this week's chapter of Toriko? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.